In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make money online with an Amazon side hustle using Amazon KDP and BookBolt. If you're interested, make sure you keep watching. Selling low content books on Amazon is a great side hustle for many reasons. There's no upfront cost, no risk, and it can be done from anywhere around the world. No experience needed, and no need to be an author or a designer. Amazon will take care of all of the hard work doing the printing, the shipping, and the customer service. You might be asking yourself, what are low content books? Now, these are books that require no writing or very little writing by the seller, which would be you. These are notebooks like composition notebooks, journals where you want to write in your little, notes and secrets maybe, planners where you're writing out your day, sketchbooks if you're an artist, log books if you want to log in maybe your medications and things like that, or coloring books, etc. So how does this all work? The seller, which is you, will upload the book into Amazon KDP's platform, and Amazon will print the book and ship it out directly to the buyer when the order is placed. The buyer will receive a physical copy of the book in the mail, and Amazon will pay a royalty to the seller, which is you. There is no limit to how many books the seller can upload into Amazon, and it's free for you to do. Amazon will charge for the printing and shipping only when the sale is generated, so there is no risk or upfront cost for you. So what do you need to do this business? There's only two things that you need. You need a free Amazon KDP account, and you need a BookBolt membership. Make sure you guys check out the link in the description down below, and also make sure you guys use my code so you guys can get 20% off. They also offer a 3-day trial, so make sure you guys check that out. So why would sellers want a BookBolt account? The first reason is research. Users will be able to find profitable niches and keywords to place their books on Amazon.com ahead of the competition. Sellers need to do a lot of research prior to creating books that have demand. BookBolt will help you figure out which ones are profitable niches. You can spy on your competition, find the bestsellers and what they are doing, and much more. Now, when you are creating these books, you don't want to just go and just create whatever you want to create and just put anything out there. Yes, you can look for things that you are interested in, but you want to make sure that these books that you're going to be creating has demand. Another reason why a seller would want a BookBolt account is the studio, the BookBolt Studio. Users can create beautiful book covers and interiors with just a few clicks without any design experience. You get to experience over 100 templates to use to make it super easy to make a book. And it's very user-friendly. Don't worry if you don't feel like you are user or computer literate, or if you feel like you're not really good at computers. BookBolt Studio makes it very, very easy to be able to create your books. Another reason why a seller would want a BookBolt account is training. Now, all members get access to weekly live webinars, blog posts, and 24/7 customer support. BookBolt helps you understand and work on your business as fast as possible. And that's the cool thing about the training. There's so many different trainings that you can go in. You guys can look in past trainings, and you don't have to worry about it because these are live webinars. If you miss out, you guys can always go back and watch them. You guys can go back and watch them from previous years, which is really cool because if you have any questions about certain things, it will be in there, or you can ask them, and they're very helpful. And it's just so much easy to do when you feel like you may not understand anything. Go into the training and it can show you so much more. And they also offer a Facebook group as well. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and create a book. So the first thing you're going to need is a BookBolt account. Make sure you guys check out my link in the description down below so you guys can sign up, and make sure you guys use my code so you guys can get 20% off. They offer a 3-day trial that you guys can check out as well. So make sure you guys check that out. And you're going to need an Amazon KDP account, which is a free account. So we're going to go back over to BookBolt and we're going to go ahead and sign in. And once we sign in, the first page is going to be a tutorial page that offers weekly calls as well that you guys can click on here. So you guys can get calls to help you guys learn how to sell your books and do research and things like that. So we're going to go over to the cloud, which is on the left-hand side. And we're going to start doing some searching. So we have the search by bestsellers. We have categories here for notebooks, journals, calendars, planners, coloring books, sketchbooks, all the different ones that you guys can choose from. But for this video, we're going to do a notebook, and we're going to keep the BSR range the same. We're going to keep the price range the same, and we're going to change our search to the top 500, and then we're going to search. And then once we go on the next page, we're going to start looking and see some of these are the bestsellers, the top 500 bestsellers. And we're going to get some ideas of what we're going to do our book on. So it is a notebook. So we're going to scroll down. I'm not going to go on the first one. I'm going to scroll down and see if I see anything that interests me. So we're just going to scroll down. There's a lot of composition notebooks. You know, this is school time. So we have a preppy notebook, sketch notebook. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more and see what they have available. Let's see here. Smiley face. Let's see. I'm going to go with this one here, the pink composition notebook. They have about, it was created in 2023, so about a month ago in July. Estimated sales is about 282 or 382, and estimated average is about 217. So they are selling, and they just created this book last month, a little bit over a month ago. So we're going to go with this, and we're going to copy and paste pink composition notebook. And then we're going to go over to the left-hand side, and we're going to go to keyword, which is a little key. We're going to go to keywords, and we're going to do a search. And then we're going to put the keyword there, and then we're going to search. And then we're going to see what we can find a keyword for our book once this goes through our thing here. And we're going to, let's move you over to the side here, and we're going to look through here and see which one will be good to do. Let's try the first one, this one here. We're going to copy it, and we're going to go over to Amazon, and we're going to paste it in, because we're trying to see what type of search results they have, and they need to be 1,000 or under 1,000. You want to keep it under 1,000. This one's 10,000, so that is too high. And we're going to just go through the list, baby pink composition notebook. And you just keep going through here until you find something. You might get lucky and find it on the first couple of tries, or it may take some time. It just depends on the ones you pick. This one's 4,000, so we are getting lower. Let's go down a little bit, and let's try the blush pink composition notebook. Let's try that one. That one has 1,337 search reviews every month. Okay, so that is what this is here at the top. AMZ, Amazon search volume, Google search volume, cost per click, and competition. You want to make sure that the competition is low on this side. So we're going to go over to Amazon, and we're going to paste it in here and click it there. And this one is good because this is 274. It's under 1,000, so this is a good one. And you guys can go ahead and look and see what everybody else is doing. You guys can also look for the sizes that everybody's using, the number of pages, so you guys can get an idea of what to use on yours. So you guys can have an idea. So we're going to go back, and we're going to start creating our book. So we're going to go over to, on the left-hand side, we're going to research. We're going to go to create, and we're going to go to BookBolt Studio. And then once we get on here, we're going to start a new project. On the left-hand side, go to project, start new project. And then for project name, we're going to pick cover interior. You can do hard cover, but you want to do the lowest cost as possible so you can get more money back. So when you sell a book, as far as project name, we're going to keep it the same, blush pink composition notebook. Size, we noticed when I was looking at the search results, there was an 8.5 by 11, so we're going to go with that. We're going to keep it at bleed for the interior. We're going to keep it at black and white. You can do color, but once again, that's going to take your printing cost away. So we will select bleed, page count. We're going to do 100, and then we're going to create the project. All right, so once we are on here, it's going to give us a layout. This is just a different layout of how the dimensions are. And we're going to go here, and we're going to hide the cover template, and we're going to do OK. So knowing we are doing a blush pink composition notebook, we're going to go over to images. You can do color if you want to just start and turn this pink if you like, or we can just go over, let's do that. We're going to change this and make it a pink color. It's kind of like a purplish color. Kind of a pink, like I guess you can say like a lavender, but you can make it a little bit lighter if you want. Move it a little bit over. Let's make it a little bit lighter. And we're going to do that. And then let's find an image. Blush pink, you guys can do whatever you want, but if you have an image that you already own, you guys can upload it here. But we're going to use Pixabay, and you can use Upsplash as well, but we'll do Pixabay. And then depending on what you guys want on your cover, it's going to be blush pink. So you can find something that's pink, maybe a pink flower or whatever you like, pink butterfly or pink insects that may have on here. So let's see what they have. Let's do flower. Let's do flowers. So it's pretty simple to navigate through here. Just kind of put what you're looking for, and then you can kind of find something that'll work. It doesn't have to be a pink flower. It just depends on what you like. It can be a different color flower. It can be a flower that has pink in it, but other colors. But you just want to make sure that it has a nice background. I like to choose the ones that has the background like that, because then it doesn't have like a little square around it. So I like to choose the ones that has like the little checker information in the back. So you can just look through here and find out what you like maybe this one with the little robin. I like that one. And then you can just put it on here and just stretch it out however you want, just to make sure that it fits the page, and stretch it out or however you like. See how it stretches out. And then move this up. I'm going to drag it up so that it matches on there. Then you have your pink on this side, and then now we're going to put our wording in. So we're going to go over here where the T is, and we're going to pick a heading or whatever size you want to do. We'll do a heading here, and then we're going to move it over here. We're going to close this up. You can choose whatever heading you want to do for this one. You also have your things over here that you can search to. You see here where you can move it backwards to the send it to the back, send it to the front, however you want. But we're going to click on this, and then you can do edit text here, and then we're going to paste blush pink composition notebook. We're going to just keep that keyword on our title, and we're going to change this into a big B, and then we're going to do it like this and move it over however you want to move it. Let's move this over to the side. I'm going to move this over so I can make it smaller, however you want to do it. A lot of composition notebooks, they have like a background, so you can do like a rectangle or something, a little shape in the back, and you can change the shape to make it white. And then you can move it up to here. Then you can put your composition notebook, see how it goes underneath it. You can bring it to the front. Let's move that. And we want this to be moved to the front, or we can move this to the back, either or. Send backwards, and then you can see how he does that. So it's pretty simple and pretty easy. I'm going to close that up, and then we're going to move this up, stretch it out some, and then we're going to move this a little smaller so it can fit. You can also change the background of this to a different color if you want. Maybe you want to change it to pink or have it like that, however you want. You can move it up. You can also move this down. So you can move this down also if you want the composition notebook to be down here, and then you can move this here and keep it like that, however you want. But I want to make the words a little bit bigger, as far as I want to capitalize the pink in the composition and a notebook. I want to put that so it can be bigger. Then we're going to be okay. I'm going to change the font. You can change the font to whatever you want to change it to. I like bubblegum, so we're going to move it to that way. Okay. So you can do it however you want to do it. You guys can make it however you want. So we have our blush pink composition notebook. We have our bird here. And then now we're going to work on the inside. So the inside here, we're going to go to here to do your inside. This is the page templates. There's over 100 page templates. And since we are doing a notebook, we want to have, these are the different options that you have. You can also just do notebook here, but you can type in notebook here, but you have different variants here. So it depends on if you want one that's like this or like this. It depends on however you want. I know a lot of composition notebooks have the line in the middle like that. So you have your different ones that you can choose. I'm going to go with the college ruled with field. And then what you want to do is you want to select all, because we're going to do all that to all the pages. We're going to select all. We're going to unselect this one, and we're going to make sure that we keep the other 100 pages on here. We're going to make sure that they are selected. And then we're going to say next. All of this information here, the margins and all this stuff, I don't mess with any of this. So you want to just submit. And then it's going to do its thing. So we created our title. We created the inside of our book. And now what we're going to do is we're going to download it so we can go over and put it over on Amazon KDP. So now you can see here that all the pages has the lines on them, how we want it. You can see here that it has lines and everything like that. If you wanted to, you could have added some information on the back. So just spend a little bit more time and add a little bit more onto it. But just the purpose of the video, I just want to show you guys exactly how you can do it. Pretty simple. Doesn't really take long, especially once you get an idea of how everything works. But it's pretty simple when you're creating like a notebook like this. You didn't have to really do any writing. You didn't have to do any writing really, but type in, the title. But it's pretty simple. So everything is selected here. So now we're going to download. So we're going to hit download, and we're going to do the first one, download current project, printed books. We're going to download it, and then we're going to let it do its thing, and it's going to save on our computer. And then once it is done, we can go over to put it on Amazon KDP. So make sure that you do have a Amazon KDP account. And then once it's done, it's preparing the pages. It's pretty simple. You see 47 of 101, which the one for the 101 is the cover. So, but there is 100 pages in it. So you, depending on what you want to do, you can create how many pages, but try to go with the norm. So it's almost done. It's taking a minute to do its thing. And once it's done, we will go to the next page. Okay, now that the book has been downloaded onto your computer, we're going to go over to Amazon KDP. And once we go over, you go ahead and sign in, and you're going to get to this page here where you're going to go to create. And you're going to click paperback, create paperback. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead and put in the book title, which is the same name that we chose before, which was the Blush Pink. So this one here, Blush Pink, because you want to make sure that it matches the title. We're going to go ahead and use that as the title. And I'm going to make this bigger. Subtitle, we're going to go back to our keywords where we found our keywords before, and then we're just going to pick some keywords that will go with our composition notebook. You can go with this one here, and you're just going to put in 7 of them. So we're going to put this one in, and then you're going to go down. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but that's our subtitle there. And then we're going to scroll down to the author. You're going to go ahead and put your name or a pen name, whatever you want to use. So I'm going to use my name, and then last name. And then we're going to skip the contributors, and we're going to go down to the description. You can go back to Amazon and kind of look what everybody else is saying in their description, but I'm just going to put something that I just have already available. And we're going to put it here. And then we're going to scroll down and make sure that you do own the rights, but that I own the rights here. And then we're going to make sure that we do put no to sexual explicit images in title. Make sure you say that there is not. And we're going to scroll down to category. Now we got to pick our category for our book. So you'll choose category. Over on BookBolt, it has a KDP category. Let's move this over. If you go to the left-hand side, you can go to KDP categories, and it will help you pick your category. So we are creating a composition notebook. So we're going to do composition notebook. And we're going to search, and then we'll find one that will work for your book. So you just look through here. I'm going to go with this one, Children's Book Educator, Reference, Reading, Writing, Composition, Creative Writing, even though I know that you don't have to be a child to use that book, but we'll go with this one. So we're going to go back over to KDP. We're going to choose children's book, and then we're going to choose You will go back education and reference, subtitle, reading and writing, and then you're going to do composition, creative writing, and then you will do save category. Now we want to make sure that we do check that this is a low content book. We're going to scroll down, and then as far as the keywords, we are going to use the keywords that we have over on the keywords. When we search the keyword finder, we're going to just go down the list and pick keywords that goes with our book. So we'll just do this one here, and then we'll just put, there's 7 spots for it. And then we're just going to go and put them all in. Baby pink, and just go down the list and fill them all in. Let's do Barbie pink. And we're just going to go down the list and choose, let's see. Let's do this one, College Rule Composition Notebook Pink. And just go down the list. Can choose this one as well. 2 more. We will do this one here. Just make sure, once again, that it correlates with your book. And let's do, this one's not checkered. Let's do this one here. Oops, let's scroll down a little bit and pick this last one. Alrighty, then you're going to click save to continue. All right, save successfully. Okay, next we're on the paperback content. So you have published without ISBN. You want to make sure that that's for low content books. Keep going, and then make sure that you choose the right color for your paper, black and white interior with white paper, which is what we chose. Our size was 8.5 by 11. So you want to click select different size, 8.5 by 11. You want to make sure that you do pick bleed for PDF only. I'm going to keep it at matte. You can choose whatever finish you want. And now we're going to upload the interior, which is the inside of the book. We're going to do upload, and you're going to find it. It is a zip file, so make sure you unzip it before you try to get the content out, or it will it will put it in there. It will open it up through the zip file. So you want to make sure you do it individually, because then it will put all of the files in there, and that's not what you want to do. So you want to do the interior. Make sure that say interior. This is for the pink blush composition notebook. You would do open. Then after that, we are going to put in our cover. Once that is done, alrighty, save successful. Now we're going to the book cover. We're going to upload a cover. You already have print ready PDF only, so you want to make sure you click that. And we're going to upload your cover and make sure that it say cover. Here's cover. I'm going to do that. And we're going to wait and let it do its thing. And once it is done, we will go to our next area. Now we're going to scroll down, and now we're going to launch the previewer so we can see what it looks like, to make sure that everything looks good before we go to the next page. This process can take a few minutes, so just be patient, and then once it shows up, then we can go up to the next step. Okay, guys, so we are on the print previewer. So now you can see what your book's going to look like. Here is your front, and here is your back. Has your little barcode here, and you can see what the book's going to look like in the inside. See the lines and everything. Everything's going to look like that. You can also do a thumbnail view to see what it looks like as well. And once everything looks good, we're going to go over to approve. And then we're going to go over our next steps of what we need to get done. So we're going to go back down, scroll through everything, make sure everything looks good. See, you have your manuscript here, your interior, and your cover. And now we're going to go into pricing. We're going to go over to save and continue. Alrighty, so once that is done, now we're going to our paperback rights and pricing. Keep it at all territories. We're going to leave everything the same. And now we're going to do our pricing for our royalties. We can go over to BookBolt and get an idea. We can go over to, scroll over to this side, and we can look for the products tab. And then we're going to search for how much, or you can look at Amazon as well. We're going to type in composition notebook. We'll just do this way so we can get an idea of the pricing, an average price. You can see here, the average price is about $6.51. If you want to do that, the highest is about $10.92. So it just depends on what you want to do. I'm going to go with the $6.51. Then we're going to go back over. We're going to put in $6.51. So your royalty, it tells you what your royalty will be. It says that your royalty will be $1.07 for that. So make sure when you guys are creating books, you guys are creating multiple books. So you guys have a chance of making more income because you have so many different books out there. Now we're going to make sure everything's good. We put our pricing and everything. And then next we're going to publish our paperback book. So once you do that, it's going to take about 72 hours for your book to be available on Amazon. So just make sure that you guys check that everything is good. And there is your book. You see that says 72 hours to be available for purchase on Amazon. So make sure you guys are creating multiple books. Make sure you guys take some time and really put your guys' own creativity on your books when you guys are creating your notebooks or your sketchbooks, whatever you are doing, and just start putting them out there and can have the potential to be able to bring in some full-time income. So well, there you have it, you guys. Make sure you guys check out my link in the description down below, as well as a code to get 20% off with BookBald. And let's go ahead and try out this Amazon side hustle. Hopefully this video was helpful, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.